watered down whiskeys that leave you disappointed.
Lots of people like whiskey. Question is, do you love it? It's time to go pro. Painstakingly handcrafted, 100% copper, designed to detoxify. The purest drink you can make at home. Whiskey Still Pro, for whiskey lovers only.
We get asked all the time, what is the best whiskey still? Well, it's kind of a loaded question, but my answer is pretty simple most times. It's one that makes really good whiskey.
Yeah.
This Whiskey Still Pro makes really good whiskey.
It does indeed.
What are we going to pour in it today?
We're going to pour in some of the leftover from your 24-hour live. You had some leftover beginner bourbon.
Yeah.
And we've got enough to make a 10-gallon run. Well, we'll put 8, 9-ish gallons in there. And so the beginner bourbon mash, some of you guys who are regulars watching the show, you've already ran it. People seem to love it.
Got some corn, got some oats. Turns out really nice.
Really nice.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to be running. Also, the best whiskey still, most of the time, is the one you own.
Well, that's true.
I mean, just own one, first of all.
We are trying to make a few more people some owners this month. And what are we giving away? 5 in total?
5 this month.
2 more to do, 1 tonight, 1 next week.
Yep.
I'm excited about it. I think that a couple of folks that have already won some of these this month were pretty happy to get them, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I'm kind of a sucker for making brandy.
Yeah.
And I'm pushing people towards like, hey, try brandy in this thing. They turn out really awesome.
Yep.
We'll see. And what else we got going on the show today?
We're bottling some Pyment.
Ooh, I love Pyment.
So a lot of the folks already know it's one of my favorites. Grape juice, honey, yeast. That easy.
Pretty simple.
Let it ferment all the way out dry, and bottle it. Drink it. It's delicious.
It's really delicious.
So we clarified this last batch. It's ready to just bottle over. So we're going to do that, and I guess that's about it. So once again, a massive thank you to Whiskey Still Pro for partnering with us to give you guys some of these stills. That's why we're running it. They've sponsored the entire month of giveaways. So go to whiskeystillpro.com. We'll put a link down in the chat so you can go check them out. They have other stuff besides stills, but anywhere from a 1.5, 3, 5, 10-gallon still you can pick up from them. Barrels, kits, grains. They got all kinds of stuff, so go check them out. Go show them some love.
Good folks over there.
Since they're, graciously helping us give away 5 stills this month.
It's a lot of stills if you didn't know it.
Yeah.
It's like 4 more than we've ever given away in a month.
It is exactly that. You're right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you want me to pour this mash off in here?
Yeah, let's get going. There is going to be some sediment in the bottom.
No spills. So just be cautious of the bottom when I get close, huh?
Yeah. I'll get this other bucket. It's got some more in it.
Just getting down there a little close.
There you go.
Get this other one in here. A lot of people think it's difficult to paste a still up. If they've never done it before, I could see how it would kind of be a different thing and you're not sure about it.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's pretty easy.
It's really easy. These, we can paste these caps in just a couple of minutes. It doesn't take long at all. There's a formula that I use. This is a flour that I've made with rye flour. And it's 3 parts flour to 1 part water. I use 3 tablespoons of rye flour, 1 tablespoon of water, and it comes out to just the right kind of Play-Doh consistency, and that's what I use. And it doesn't take very much, so I'm going to paste this up in real time and let y'all see just how easy this is.
While you're getting that thing pasted up, I did happen to notice the other day when I was doing the 24-hour live, I pasted one of these alembics for the first time. Normally when we're doing this, Cyrus is here and he normally does the pasting. So I was pasting that still by myself, and I noticed on the mixture the first time I got it a little too runny. Well, I thought it was maybe like not the right amount. It just didn't look right. It didn't look how it normally looked. And I should have just stopped right there and maybe just added some more flour or something. But I just kind of rolled with it. And I noticed after I got my run going that it had pinholes all in it where it had kind of, you know, just not formed up and created like the concrete that we're, you know, used to having. And so, yeah, I went ahead while the still was going. Not that I recommend doing this, but the still was going, and I just reapplied some paste. No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Ended up sealing up good.
Yeah, and, you know, kind of how I apply this is about the, you know, a medium-sized bead of caulk kind of size, and I'm also kind of pushing it down into the seam as I go, and I can lick my finger just like you would do for some caulking, and it's really not that difficult. It's also, I have noticed, it does work a little better if you do this before you start heating the steel up and give it a little bit of time to kind of start setting up before you add the heat for whatever reason, and I don't know why. I have, you know, kind of tried to do double duty, heating the steel up while I'm doing this.
Cracks.
And it cracks, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that when I had reapplied the other day while the steel was hot. I put it on there directly while the steel was already kind of hot, and I noticed I got a little bit more cracking than we normally do if we just apply this, let it set for a bit, and then start to heat up.
And I know, you know, we've probably all seen the videos of some people really using a whole bunch
A lot of paste. A ton.
And I'm not sure why. I've never had to, but also I think it probably has something to do with how tight is this joint, this cap joint, to start with.
Yeah.
If it's not really good and snug, like, you know, these steels, the people, the copper craftsmen that make these steels, they've been doing this for literally hundreds of years, you know, and they've got it down. These are hand hammered steels, so they know what they're doing, and these seams are good and tight. You don't have to worry about it with these copper alembics.
I don't think we've ever had one to leak on us.
Nah. But it's really just this easy. You can tell, I don't know how long that was, 2 or 3 minutes. And I've got that seam done. One little spot back here in the back. And then the only other piece on this steel we have to do is this little inlet right here from the linum to the condenser. And I'm just kind of packing it down in. This one is kind of loose, but it doesn't matter. This one hardly ever leaks, because by the time we get over here to this joint, it's liquid. Unless you're running your steel too hot, this side over here should never be vapor by the time it gets here. It should almost be condensing down anyway. And that's it. So we're all pasted up. We're ready to run. So that's it on the pasting. It's not that hard at all, and we're ready to go. We'll get this thing fired up, get our water in our reservoir, and we'll start making some shine with the Whiskey Still Pro 10-gallon alembic.
Pull your shine-making britches up and grab a jar. Welcome to the show.
See you in a bit.
Watered down whiskeys that leave you disappointed.
Lots of people like whiskey. Question is, do you love it? It's time to go pro. Painstakingly handcrafted, 100% copper, designed to detoxify. The purest drink you can make at home. Whiskey Still Pro, for whiskey lovers only.
Is this working? Is this thing on?
Is it working at all?
No Adam tonight, so we'll see how this shit goes.
Can anyone hear us? We've had to call the Adam like 9 times tonight already.
I feel really bad
on
about
vacation.
I feel really bad about the whole thing.
Yeah, that. So we've noticed a few things. Number one, our ability to run a live stream has exceeded. I mean, the technical approach of the live stream has exceeded both of our capabilities at this point. We can no longer run it without Adam.
There's so much shit going on. It's crazy. I'm looking at a board of like sound instruments, 40 different screens of like all these layouts and stuff.
A dozen tabs open.
This is
doing different things.
This is ridiculous.
So I also noticed that the symbol for the channel you guys are on for Still in the Clear is a shorts. Did we set this up on a shorts live stream? Are we vertical in that? Like how does that look? Is it working at all? Or is it just some kind of symbol that's messed up showing the YouTube shorts symbol on the people that are on the Still in the Clear channel?
Job security for Adam.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm really impressed with the cost of these Whiskey Pros. Scott says no, so it looks regular to you guys. That's good if so. Trickster says I'm really impressed with the cost of these Whiskey Pros. Yeah, they're for the money, for the still that you get, they are immaculate in terms of pricing. Look good. No, you're good. Okay, looks normal.
Okay, good.
Ugly as always. I'll take it.
Yeah, so also we lost about a pint of whiskey, just ran over onto the floor.
Probably not quite a pint, but it was pushing. It was pushing.
It was a lot.
It was a fair amount.
We're trying to get the live set up. We also have some cooks from Houston setting up for a big event tomorrow. They're in here asking us questions, taking shots. Like
questions that I can't answer. Yeah.
Wild.
Taking some shots.
Trying to get the live set up. So we blew through the first 2 jars way too hot. The first 3 jars, just way too hot.
Yeah, it was running pretty fast. This Alembic will really crank it if you allow it to. However, I tasted the 4th jar that has come off. They're all clear too, by the way. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 jars off right now. This thing was running like a scalded dog. Mm-hmm. So we slowed it down. The hearts are hardened. I mean, this is. I don't know if this, because we took all this off of the 55-gallon barrels from the 24-hour run that was sitting below the grain bed. There's a video coming out Still in the Clear on that process. But I almost wonder, do you think that mash drew a lot more flavor out being in that grain bed for longer, just sitting there?
I think so, yeah.
It's really good shine. SNS, appreciate the gift over on TikTok. Shout out to my little brother Zach. You're a tougher feller than I am. That 24-hour run you made was a great show. I stayed with you as long as I could. Paul, I appreciate you being there, brother. Thank you, man. Zach's looking a little blue. Oh, yeah, I get it. Looks normal other than the lack of Adam cam. Yep, I wasn't watching the jar. Yep. We will be in tails soon. I don't know. We've got probably, I don't know, what did we start with in there? 8-ish gallons.
Yeah. We're not in. We'll 4 more jars will be in the tails, I'll guess.
We put a little fangs in there too.
Yeah, we did.
Full disclosure. So I don't know. There could be no telling. Making some raspberry mead from y'all's videos not long ago. Be a 5-gallon run. Hell yeah, Justin.
Nice.
Love mead. We're going to be bottling some Pyment later on, and I'm excited to give it a try, see how it tastes. It smells awesome. I did taste a little bit of it when we were racking it, but I took the vintner's cut, which is like the glass you pour out of the carboy, like right off of all the musty shit at the bottom.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of hard to gauge it from that, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah. And so, of course, we're giving away a 5-gallon copper alembic, brand new from Whiskey Steel Pro. You see their logo up there at the top of the live stream because they're sponsoring the show for this month. So be sure to go check out whiskeysteelpro.com. Check out all the good stuff they have to offer. Show them some love for letting us give these steels away. Don't have a link to drop with you. If Adam was here, I'd have one for you.
Don't.
And I'm afraid.
Yeah, honestly, just afraid to click buttons over here. I started to go over there and find his links.
Let's go find it. Yeah, he's got them in here. We just are too scared to touch any buttons.
Literally.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm not touching it.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Just gotta put this back up here.
So we'll be doing the drawing towards the end of the show. Hopefully we can figure out how to do that correctly and see who's going to win this week's 5-gallon copper alembic.
SNS, appreciate the gift. You guys can give me a nickname, okay? But I just would like to agree on it, like, and approve it. I would let you guys dub me some sort of nickname. Lightning Zach's pretty badass, but I feel like that's not going to be the majority vote here.
I mean, Lightning Zach would be good, but you'd have to talk with an Australian accent.
Daryl, appreciate the corns. I could do that. I'll do that the rest of this whole episode if that's what you guys want.
There's Clinton jumping in with
the
assist.
Whiskey Still Pro. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Clinton, thank you.
The gnome. in the world of gnomes, I'd be a giant gnome. I would be a freak of nature gnome.
Yeah, Whiskey Rebel. Yeah, I think only our. They're not called admins here. What are they called?
Moderators?
I think only our moderators can drop clickable links in the chat. I'm not sure about that.
It's a cool little feature. I didn't even.
Yeah.
Dr. Guy, appreciate the heart me over there.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah. You'd be the Will Ferrell of gnomes.
Working on jar 3 of a whole oat whiskey, best tasting. Do you sell a defoamer on Still in the Clear? We do not have any defoamer. Pamela, just put some butter in that still. I've never used it, but I've heard that it works. From everyone that's used it, I've heard adding a little butter works very well as a defoamer.
Uncle Moonshine, how are you? Winsong says I'll always be slacking Zach. Dr. Guy, appreciate the cowboy hat there. Yeah. Big shout out to Uncle Moonshine. I don't want to miss anyone here, so help me out here. Uncle Moonshine. Of course, the great, the powerful, the wise Iron Duke, and Miss Jo Parks, and Jason Lawrence, who joined me on the 24-hour live. We were testing the guest feature, the call-in feature, and that semed to work well.
Got a few kinks.
Some audio stuff to work out just so I can hear what the heck you guys are saying. I felt bad about that. I had to make Jo repeat something like 10 times. I felt so bad. I just quit asking her. I don't recommend doing this, Zach. Zach should be your nickname.
My lady's going to kill me. Winsong's Cherry Lime is going down too easy.
I'm telling you, I've been warning you guys. You guys think that I just love to drink a lot. These post-flavored moonshines that we make are an absolute problem. You got to have a lot of self-control around them. You got to try to conserve.
DRC Stainless, yeah. On the live with you also.
DRC, yeah, of course, DRC. That's why I started not even mention everybody because I knew I was going to leave a couple people out. Turner Shine, appreciate the gift over there, brother, with the heart beam. Clinton's got the Still in the Clear webpage in the comment box. That's how the majority of the entries for the Still giveaways have been coming in.
Yeah, so with the stillintheclear.com link, that's where you can go make any purchase on stillintheclear.com. That's an entry to win one of these stills. It won't count for tonight. Those entries are set, but for next week, we're giving another one away. So the entries will reset from today. Every purchase on Still in the Clear is an entry. Grain kits and recipe kits are double entries, and any $10 super chat or $9.99 super chat is an entry. Now, the 5 gifted memberships are also an entry, but sometimes they don't work. So I don't know. And I have figured out that you can't speak to anyone that works at YouTube. It's just, you just can't.
There's a brick wall there.
There's a brick wall. There's
probably a 1 million subscriber.
There's an AI chat bot.
Paywall type thing.
There's an AI chat bot, which is absolutely unhelpful for my specific question.
Just so you know, Zach, Winsong said your modified recipe of using caramel Werther's isn't recommended. Fair enough. I think it's pretty good, but I'm sure it's not as good as the original. Neil David, how are you, brother? I think that... So, let me ask you this. Should I pull up the wheel and just make sure that I can get that view?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Go to Brave.
Brave.
This is going to be fun, y'all. Y'all can watch us try and
Okay.
fumble around this. Now go back to OBS.
You go back to OBS.
Now go over here to the left.
Web search.
Yep. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Look at there.
All right.
Let me get a pen and paper. Let's go ahead and draw a couple right now. We'll draw.
I think that I have to pull them up. Oh no. Okay.
Have you seen those videos of chimpanzees working remote control cars?
That's how I feel.
They're better at it than we are.
No, way more
better
efficient.
at it
Way
than
more.
we are at
Also,
this.
more training time, probably.
Probably.
Significantly more. All right, I'm gonna try to click this thing. Can you guys see the wheel? Someone comment and let me know you guys can see me about to spin this wheel here. Yes.
All right. There it goes.
All right, I'm gonna rip a couple numbers off here real quick and then go back to the normal view. Oh,
1016. That is either a phone-in or
That is a gifted membership.
gifted membership.
Let me take one more here. That's going to be in order.
Oh, 8718.
Okay. So now I go back over here and I go here.
Look at that. We might be professionals.
Pretty
at
efficient.
this
Pretty efficient.
By the end of the show.
A little seamless.
We might not need Adam by the end of the show.
I don't know about that. You can see it. It doesn't look the same, but there. Okay. Brady over on TikTok asks, my mash isn't making enough alcohol. What can I do? Well, there's many things that you can do, and some of them may have already passed you by, but here's what you can do. Here's what I would look at. What was your starting gravity? What is your gravity currently? You take both of those measurements with a triple scale hydrometer, lets you know how much sugar that you have in solution when you start, and then during the process, and then after fermentation is complete. It's a super helpful tool to help you gauge that kind of a thing. So it depends, you know, if you are at like 1050, 1060 and you're just not working, there's a whole different set of circumstances there to fix that problem. But if you've worked all the way out and maybe you just didn't have enough sugar for your yeast to convert, that could be a different problem. It could be as simple as adding sugar. It could be as simple as you work through all of your mash and you got your 10% ABV or 8 or 9 or whatever, and maybe you can just add some heads or some tails to it. The best answer I can give you with that amount of information is it depends.
Yeah, and if you're brand new, I didn't recognize who it was that left that comment.
It was Brady over on TikTok.
Okay, and if you're brand new at this, a lot of times people will assume that they're going to get more liquor, more final product than they actually do. And so almost like the theoretical max that you're going to get is 20% of your mash. Well, that's not absolutely true either. 30 to 40% of the size of your mash.
This is his first run.
Okay,
So Brady, you tell us, how big a mash did you make? How big is your still as well? That's helpful information. What was your mash bill? So what did you put into your fermentation bucket? And we can do some math for you. If you probably aren't using a triple scale hydrometer. A lot of times, first time somebody runs, they're not using one of those, so information is limited. But Brady, you give us the most information you can, and we'll help you out as best we can, man.
Scroll down. Someone was asking what the numbers were for, too. So the numbers that we're drawing are for a giveaway. We're giving away one of these stills back here tonight. That's a 10-gallon still. We're giving away a 5-gallon still version of that. And the numbers are order numbers and assigned numbers for gifted memberships for people who got entries. So that's what we're doing. We're drawing.
Brady says he's got a 4-gallon still, only running about 2 or 3 gallons though, and I'm running apples, water, sugar, and yeast. Okay, well, how much sugar did you add to your, let's call it 3 gallons of mash? That'll be telling. How many gravity points are in a pound of table sugar, Cyrus?
I'm sorry, 45.
45.
What yeast do you recommend for strawberry wine?
EC 1118. Probably, Brady says he probably added 8 cups of sugar. We decided that 4 cups was about a pound?
About 4 cups is a pound, I think.
Yeah. So Brady, you're not adding enough sugar. You can add about 2 pounds of sugar per gallon when you're starting off. That's going to put you somewhere around, what, 1065? 1060?
No, 1090, 2 pounds per gallon.
2 pounds per gallon is 1090. Oh, yeah, sorry. So, yeah, you're adding 2 cups in total, so you're only at about 1045. That's pretty low ABV mash. If you're running 3 gallons, you're really actually about 1030. So you just need to up your sugar a little bit. Consider doing about 2 pounds per gallon. If you're running 3 gallons at a time, you can go get a 5-pound bag of sugar and maybe add an extra couple cups to that and see where that puts you. That's going to give you a little bit higher yield. When you're running those small batches like that, 2 to 3 gallons, you want to get kind of everything you can out of it. So that's what I would recommend, is just using more sugar in your mash. Also, brother Brady, you can go to the link tree in my bio. We'll take you over to Still in the Clear, and you can get some 6-gallon mash kits. There is also the Super Simple, which is what I would recommend for you, either the Super Simple or the Beginner Bourbon. And both of those make it very easy to make a ferment. You're going to get a little bit more than you need for your still, but don't worry about it. Just run it and then save the rest of it and run it again. You're not going to hurt anything by it hanging out for a couple of weeks. Also, if one of our moderators could drop the Moonshine for Beginners group over on MeWe, that's a pretty informative place for you to get pretty quick answers when you're mashing or you're running into something or you have a question. It's a great community where most of us hang out and answer questions and talk.
Pretty much all day long, day and night.
Brady says, dude, y'all just cleared that up for me. Definitely follow. Well, I appreciate that, Brady.
Nice.
Appreciate the follow, brother. Keep hanging out, and I'd love to see what your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th runs start looking like for you, man. You'll pick it up quick. For your first mash, don't worry about it, man. Just run it, get what you get, and you can even too, if you haven't run it yet, you can bump a little sugar still yet. You can add some sugar to that mash if you haven't already run it, and you can bump it up there a little bit.
Joe says 2 cups is a pound.
2 cups is a pound. Okay, so he's got, what did he say? How many cups did he say he was adding?
8.
8. So he's got 4 pounds of sugar and 3 gallons of mash.
You could still add a little more.
You could still stand to add a little bit more.
It's not
You're a
counting
little
whatever
low.
sugar he's got from the fruit.
Yeah, and it's not counting your fruit. You may not be fermenting all the way down. You really should get a triple scale hydrometer to check on those kind of things, just to make sure, see where you're at, see where you're starting at. Also, a cool thing about those triple scales is you can flip them around when you start and get your starting gravity before you pitch your yeast, and it'll tell you your potential ABV of your mash if you work all the way down to 0. So another little helpful part of those. Jason Carter says, quick question from Ohio, brother, shoot. Maple syrup to alcohol.
That's not a question, Jason.
Jason is
Those
more
are just 4 words.
Is more of a statement. Is more of a statement. Thoughts on maple syrup to alcohol? Very popular mash bill, right? A lot of guys use maple syrup as a base. In fact, I think this is a good time. 2 pounds of sugar to 1 gallon of water. Yeah, no clue is right on there. You got some other helpful calculations there in the chat. But speaking of maple syrup.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Some of you guys may remember Mr. Carl Letter, who won the Mile High Dual Purpose Pro.
Last month.
Last month.
Giveaway. Thank you, Mile High.
So first off, I just want to say, Carl, like what a great dude.
Yeah.
First off, I've talked to him several times since then. He sent us some of his 100% maple syrup.
Wisconsin.
From Letters, Wisconsin, pure maple syrup. He sent us a couple jugs of this stuff, and then he also sent us some of this, which you may be able to tell. I've already tried this, and I'm telling you right now, this is the best syrup that I've ever had in my life. It's so good. It's crazy. Just for it to be 100% maple syrup and taste so much better than anything I've ever bought in a store is nuts.
Is this the same as this?
I don't know. Carl, if you're in here, could you tell us what the difference is between those?
No preservatives. That's cool. Winsong will like that.
I'm going to block this out too. Also, Carl sent us a check for Grace's Toy Closet to donate in his name, $250, which he just absolutely didn't have to do. He wanted to do.
Yeah.
So let's get
sweet.
Yeah, let's get a round of applause in the chat for Carl Letter donating to Grace's Toy Closet. As you know, our charity that they supply toys to local cancer hospitals that help children who are undergoing cancer treatment. And so, yeah, what a guy. Carl's the man, and I can't wait to call our charity up. In fact, I may do it. I don't see any good reason not to do it now.
You want to send her a text on the break just to make sure?
I'll send her a text real quick.
Maybe do it next segment.
Like, hey, could
Carl with the jars for Carl, actually. Yeah, let's throw some jars in the chat, folks, for Carl. For what a cool thing to do.
Yeah, Carl.
NFT says, "Damn it, Carl, you're making it hard for me to hate you." For
yeah. Carl was catching some flack from being the lucky winner, and I think he may have smoothed all that over. What a great dude. I mean, just writing checks to charity and sending syrup out, and he's an awesome guy. Yeah. Jars in the chat for Carl. What a dude. So yeah. Let's go ahead and give we haven't tried one of the.
I think they're the same.
Are they?
Like, I don't notice any kind of difference in the name or anything.
Let me text them real quick. You in the live. Got some questions.
Thanks for everybody for dropping in. 62 people on Still in the Clear, 4 people on Homebrew Center, and 9 people on ABV Guy.
David Blair, David Blair, the B guy here. I got my Lego keg built yesterday with an 8-inch opening, reduced to 3-inch column, 2-inch tri-clamps. Golly, the comments are going fast.
It's the 10 gifted.
Oh, who gave 10 gifted?
Ryan Middleton.
Ryan Middleton.
That's 2 entries into next week's giveaway.
Shout out to Brian. Golly, I can't get it. Rude. 2-inch tri-clamp ports for adding electric later and a drain. Nice. It looked awesome and can't wait to make a run. Thanks,
Hell
David.
Yeah, David.
Heck yeah, brother. Come by the shop. Love to pick your brain on it and see kind of what you're thinking. You can look at ours and maybe get some.
I think he's looked at ours, hasn't he, already?
Yeah. Maybe get some tips on running the keg still. I ran the keg still in the 24-hour live. It ran great. I loved it. I was running it with a 4-inch column as opposed to the 3-inch.
And sorry, Brian, you don't get the special graphic. We don't know how to do that.
We normally have a graphic. Collector Rick with the 5 gifted.
5 more gifted. That's another entry into next week's drawing. Hell yeah, man.
David's an awesome dude, and he also has a hellacious amount of bees. Very knowledgeable on the beekeeping.
Yeah.
Neil David looks like he re-upped his membership there. Neil, we appreciate that.
Hell
Tim,
yeah.
Prost. So yeah, Sideways Crab with the gifted membership. Justin, I'm not going to be able to help you out with that. I can barely control the technology in front of me, let alone anyone else's. Carl.
Unfortunately, when you give me the steel tonight, I don't have the extra cash to give that much of a donation. Thanks for making me look bad. No, Jason, there is no donation expected. Do not worry about that. There's Mud Grips with the $10 super chat. Thank you, brother. That's an entry.
Thank you, Mud Grips.
Yeah, so Jason,
Appreciate
don't
that.
worry about that. Nobody's expected to donate to our charity.
Nope.
So
We appreciate everybody that donates and gifts and stuff like that. Again, it does help the live out, but it's absolutely not even close to expected. And we're just very fortunate, very lucky, and very grateful when somebody does. But yeah, none of you are obligated to give us anything other than just hang out and have a good time.
5 gifted memberships from Trickster. That's an entry into next week. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Trickster. Uncle Moonshine says, what are you running? We are running, this is Beginner Bourbon Mash.
Beginner Bourbon.
Yeah, so this is corn and oats.
One of our favorites.
One of our favorites, and makes hellacious bourbon after you age it on the charred oak. It comes with some charred oak in the kits that we mail out, and I've given this bourbon, I have some stock of it at the house. I will admit that I'm running a little bit low on it, but every time that I hand it out at the house, it's received pretty well. I've gotten a couple of those, you made this.
Yeah.
You could make this at home.
Right.
Type reactions from it. So
There's Carl jumps in talking about the
sap is taken directly from the tree boil over a wood fire. Takes approximately 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup. I made 714 gallons of syrup this year. That's a lot of sap, brother.
World?
Think about that next time you got your still fired up and you're not
Like
getting
3,000
It's a lot.
gallons of sap. Am I doing my math right? That's nuts.
714 times 40. I can do the math on that real quick. 714 times 40. That means that he collected 28,560 gallons of sap
Jesus.
to make 714 gallons of syrup,
That doesn't even seem possible.
which is crazy. Yeah, that's a lot of work, brother.
Yeah.
NFT with the 5 gifted. Thank you, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. 5 gifted memberships. That equals another entry into the drawing next week.
Yeah, Paul McKinley says, gotta love oats in a mash, smooth. Yeah, oats are normally hailed for their ability to contribute smoothness to a bourbon, whiskey, however, whatever you're doing with it. So yeah, I really couldn't agree more. I've added oats to some all grain mashes in order to try to somewhat kind of smooth them out or contain some sharpness, and I think they work well.
Yeah, they do. Pamela's running some oats right now.
Sapsucker. Carl says, truly a labor of love, just like distilling. Well, it's definitely a labor. That's a lot of trees to tap and lines to run and buckets to carry, and yeah, brother. Well, it shows up in the syrup, man. This is some of the best. I want to try some of this awesome. this regular here. We gotta. What do we do here? We take we just taking right off the titty here, or are we?
If you want.
Are we Is this a shot glass situation? I've never had a shot of syrup.
I'm just going to dip my pinky in it.
I wish you guys could smell this. Take the old Zenny Neutron out there. I think that I want.
You could just grab a knife, dip a knife down in it, and suck it off.
I think I'm taking a little. I'm thinking I'm taking a little shot ski here.
Chug it like Super Troopers.
It's a great scene. Yeah, there we go.
Half that much. Hell yeah.
You're gonna regret.
That's so good though. We already tried some in case y'all didn't know.
Oh my God, I could chug this. You get that smoky. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be having pancakes in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's when I'll have a stove to do it.
We got equipment here. We're gonna have to make some pancakes in the shop during the Rise and Shine one morning or something.
Hell yeah.
A cooking Rise and Shine.
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Maybe do like every Saturday Rise and Shine. It's
dang,
like
that's
we're
good.
just making a meal, making a breakfast, some different kind of breakfast
That's
on one skillet.
It's crazy good. It's almost like it has butter in there too somehow. Oats in a mead. I've never thought about that.
Yeah, you could
Wonder
do
what
it.
that would be like.
That would be a. Trying to think of the name of that category. When you use grain. Can't remember it. Zachbot and Cyborg come to the rescue, Adam. Adamant. That's funny.
Oh, Trickster's got a little lemonade shine going on. We've got a little. We made some of that on the last cooking show that I've got over there. I came back to that jar the other day, shook it up, and gave it a little
Country
taste.
Time?
Really nice. Really nice.
I have Jimmy Red, Trucker's White coming Monday. What other corn do you recommend?
Woo! I love both of the whites, if it's any consolation. The Hickory King and the Truckers, which it seems like you already got. I will say, though, out of the people in the chat, and I see all the orders that come through, the blue corn is
It's a crowd favorite.
it's a crowd favorite. So you may give the blue corn a try. People are doing a lot of different types of mash bills with it. Jar.
Almost. We're almost there.
Very close. If you
Maple flavored sausage is awesome. I agree, Robert.
If you aged with charred sugar maple wood, it adds a syrup flavor to your spirit. Well, that's interesting, like a little honey whiskey or something.
Have to try that.
Yeah, I can. I mean, I hate to do it because I just want to directly consume all of this syrup. But I think that once the next time I get the DRC fired up with the jar thumpers, maybe. Oh man, could you imagine a honey shine that you ran through maple syrup thumpers?
That might be pretty damn good.
The honey shine that we ran was not to be messed with. That was some of the best.
good.
That's some of the best liquor I've ever had.
It was very good.
I mean, and I'm not overloading it there. That stuff was, whew. Well, Scully, appreciate you hanging out, brother. Made pumpkin shine last fall. Turned out okay. Need to work on the recipe a little bit. Yeah, Gordon, share your mash bill there, and then maybe add in there what you might change about it. Jesse Dancer 1 over on TikTok asks, how would you make lemonade flavors? Well, we used Country Time powder and some. Did we even add sugar or just Country Time?
No sugar, just Country Time.
Let me go grab that jar. We this is just Country Time and Shine, and I've got to tell you, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we mixed it like half and half with some Shine that we had proofed down to like 40%, I think. So the whole thing.
In fact, I think I'm gonna have a little glass.
Yeah, this is just moonshine, 40 proof moonshine with Country Time lemonade powder. That's all this is, nothing else. No water, nothing. Well, we did use water to proof down the moonshine to 40 proof. They intentionally skipped it, Windsong. I don't know what that means.
What was it?
I don't know. They intentionally skipped it.
I think Adam has a better way to pull comments out than I do. Hold on, Windsong. Let me try to go back up. Flatland. Bring your wives and you guys make them breakfast. Yeah, mine would be down for that kind of a maneuver for sure.
I mean, mine would be okay with it as long as she could know what we were cooking.
Yeah.
She has to be very, very careful with what she eats.
I think we should bring them in and have them cook us breakfast for the Rise and Shine.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That would be
I like
nice.
that better.
That would be a lot. That would be. They'd do a better job.
I mean,
would you ever use the frozen concentrate, Jesse? A lot of the frozen concentrate's used in a variety of different things. We've used it in wine making and flavoring meads and stuff like that. Guys put them in their thumper. In fact, we've put them in our thumpers before and pulled some flavor through them. Sure.
Machinist says, Cyrus, I posted photos of the printed heating element holder on MeWe. I'll post photos of the hydrometer mount later. Yeah, so we were talking about that in the live stream this morning. Sounds really awesome. Love the idea. Clinton dropping the MFB invitation link in the chat. If you're not a member of MFB, you ought to be. Let's drop some of those MFB emojis in the chat. Thank you, Clinton.
The best whiskey I've ever made was with popcorn. No shit. We made some popcorn shine before. It had a bunch of other stuff in it too. It was the holiday tin popcorn that we did in the Christmas shine.
Paul knew a couple old folks that used to use Tang to flavor the shine.
Ooh, little Tang.
I remember Tang.
Yeah.
You mean politely ask your wives to make breakfast? Yeah.
Yes. Back porch
Always
makes a good point. The majority of the post-flavored recipes that we use have proof down moonshine. I think most of the stuff we were using was 110, 115, 120 is what the recipes called for.
Mm-hmm.
I do a dreamsicle with Sunny D vanilla extract and vanilla coffee flavor.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab that jar. We've got
Lucas Lee got him a new still today. Heck yeah, brother.
we got 7 jars and haven't proofed any of them yet.
Haven't taken a single proof and trail number off of them. Got 4 rows of Bloody Butcher. Had so much rain, I didn't know if it was going to make it. Yeah, I feel like everywhere is getting flooded out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing we got some rain. We were needing it. I mean, the last time we got some rain was like 8 hours ago.
Toby, we're running a little moonshine. We're drinking a little moonshine. We're just hanging out and yapping.
Having a good time. We're gonna test the proof on this. This is jar number 1. I don't know if you guys, I mean, you guys can throw your guesses out there if you want, no big deal, but I'm gonna go through these pretty quick.
141.
Zach says 141.
I was not correct.
That is right at 130. 130. Pretty typical. I mean, this jar, oh, there it is. Like I said, we were running way too hot on these first 3 jars, which affects proof. It probably would have come out a little bit higher if we weren't running so hot and heavy. Pardon me.
Oh, there it is. Were y'all able to look into drop shipping large bags of grain? Alembic, Dave, we're still working on that. Probably going to have to find a different shipping provider to make those bigger packages more economical for both you and I. But give me between now and next week, and I'll have you a much better answer on that.
Jar number 2.
Seems like a good problem for tomorrow. Adam, I miss U.S. whiskey so bad. Why, you can make some. You can make it. Well, I don't know where, I don't know your situation or where you live or how amenable that is, but yeah, Clinton, thank you. Yeah, Clinton was gracious enough, and he noticed that we are running the Copper Coon Pecker that we got last week on the live from North Georgia Still Co. They sent us a little care package, and it was pretty cool. They sent it to us in this little leather sheaths. Got a little coon on it. Got the little signature from the
KRB nailed jar number 2.
The
127.
127. Oh, wait. Shoot.
And we're down to jar number 3.
Collector Rick, yeah, that's awesome, man. We have not got that thing yet, and if you don't mind, Rick, email Cyrus or I, or call us at the shop. You can go to the website and pull our number off there, and let us know what you find out. If they've got a picture or anything on there too, you can send that to us, and I can kind of probably get some sort of idea where it is. Toby Reeder asks, how do I enter to win a still? Well, Toby, there's a few different ways. You can go to stonetheclear.com and make any purchase. That's a single entry. Or you can buy some grain or an ingredients kit and get 2 entries. You can gift 5 memberships or send a $9.99 super chat. That is also an entry. Leaving anything out? That's about it. That's the three ways to enter there.
Jar number 3, 123.
Oh man, just got a text from Carl. He said, warm up a shot of maple syrup, then mix 50-50 with the good whiskey.
Yeah,
Life-changing.
I bet.
You want one?
I think we should try.
I think we got to kind of try
a shot of that. That sounds amazing.
So what I'm going to do is I am going to mix it in I'm going to mix a little bit of this up in a glass for us, and then I'll pour it into shot glasses. I think that's going to be the best way to do that. So that I can get about 50-50.
I'm thinking the American malt. What do you think?
Ooh, yeah.
I think that'd be good.
Yeah, that's a good call. All right, let me get that going. Excited for that.
Jar number 4 is 121. Getting caught up on proofing these jars here.
So I'm going to warm up the syrup.
I bought the
first.
all-grain bourbon. The all-grain bourbon twice, and it's great. So I can do that again. Yep, for sure. For sure, man. Are you talking about, so the all-grain bourbon, are you talking about the all-grain wheated bourbon or the all-grain rye bourbon? There are 2 of them. All right, y'all, I just forgot what that proof was. Jar number 4 was 121, right? I better just do it again. Double check it. Yeah, 121.
Okay, where did that American malt go?
Bottom shelf or third shelf over here on the end. Is that it?
Yep.
The all-grain wheated bourbon. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. But I'll tell you what, too. That one's been my favorite for a while. But this American malt whiskey is pretty dadgum good. Pretty good. Jar number 5 is 118. Starting to get close to caught up now.
Whiskey, it's a problem. Oh man, I think this is gonna be awesome. Oh man, I made enough for a little possible second tasting there. What a shame. David, absolutely you can. We're not telling everybody that just comes through, but for those of you guys that watch the show and come and shop in person, yes. Our buddy Richard that's in the chat all the time, we give him entries based off of his in-store purchases. We don't want to leave anybody. We don't want to discriminate, you know. Let's take a little break from the proofing here and
Let me just get that easy.
Come on, man.
All right, we'll take a little break from this. I'll try that shot, and then it's time for an intermission. Jar number 6 is 115.
Oh my God, that's so good. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you could gargle with that. Damn!
Dude, that is so good.
That's crazy.
I'm not even sure this syrup's going to touch any pancakes. That's wildly good.
If I had access to that, like, I'm telling you right now, if I tried a bottle of that at somebody's house, I'm finding the closest liquor store. I'm driving as fast as I can there.
Is this half and half? Just eyeball?
50-50, eyeballed.
Yeah, so like 45
Probably
proof?
actually a little heavier on the whiskey than the syrup because I was
45, 50
kind of
proof?
hard, yeah.
Yeah, that is
I don't know. What was the American wheat? What did it?
amazingly good.
Or American malt, what was it? 10. I don't know what proof. What did you proof it down to? 85?
85, I think. Yeah, 85. Damn, that is good.
That is pretty crazy.
Take a bath in it good. Rick, you're right.
Clinton,
take a
I don't know
bath.
what you're talking about, brother. Dang, that's crazy. That's life-changing.
I've already had Adam's share tonight, BPD. What is BPD?
I believe it stands for bipolar disorder.
Is that what it is?
I believe so.
I've already had Adam's.
Back
share.
Porch Distillery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I put two and two together.
All right. Carl says, "Told you."
Richard, I've had that. I've had the Tennessee honey. I've had all those. That right there puts that to absolute shame. Like we're gonna have to rig up a whole bottle of that. Carl, have you ever mixed up a bottle? Does it tend to settle, or do you just kind of do them on a shot by shot basis? Because that's one of the best. That's one of the best.
It's amazing
mixes I've ever had. That was pretty nuts.
October Shine On Festival with Cyrus and many guests. Website under development. Yep, website is. I have different people arguing over whose fault that is, that the website is not working.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard, when you come into the shop next time, remind us about this when Charlene's with you and can drive you. And we'll let you try it. That's one of the best things I've ever had.
Works best if syrup is warm. Doesn't taste the same if it's cold.
I did warm up the syrup. I popped it in the microwave for like, I don't know, 6-7 seconds. Not very long.
Adame, I'm assuming. Adame.
I'd order U.S. whiskey, but tariffs would add up. Move here, brother.
Yeah.
You got to get your priorities straight. You got to move to the source, my brother.
All right, last jar to get caught up.
The Duke's pushing the Scotch. That's second tier, buddy. That's third chair, okay? Everybody knows where the good stuff's at. Okay? We haven't been doing anything over here since 1776 but being heathens and making booze. We're pretty good at both.
Pretty good at both, yeah. Jar number 7, 109.
Jason, I did not save any of the lacto. It feels like we can get them so frequently. Also, I took lacto out of that barrel and introduced it to a smaller mash, and I could never get it to take. I don't know what the deal was with that. And then I had one developing on the Super Simple or the Beginner Bourbon, one of those that was like just pretty much down to the grain bed.
Yeah, finally, you were trying to get it to take, and it never did, and now it finally did after the 24-hour lives.
I don't know what that's about either.
Yeah.
I'm bad at getting infections. We'll take that over other things that I could be bad at.
Aaron Duke says, and adding syrup to whiskey.
Garbage Stone Daddy says, we wake up in the morning, we piss excellence. And adding syrup to whiskey. Duke, I'm telling you right now, brother, if you were here with us and you drank what we just drank, you would love it. You would not sip it and go, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. It'd be all over your face. It's that good. Next, you'll be adding ice to first off, I would never. Post-flavored, sure. Nah, I'll put some whiskey on the rocks.
I do ice some whiskey. I do ice some whiskey.
Come on, man.
I ain't scared.
Just because you guys are accustomed over the last 700-800 years of drinking everything at piss temperatures.
I mean, are you gonna take advice from somebody who drinks lukewarm beer?
Yeah, come on, man. Don't talk temperatures with me, brother. The British are crazy. Also, you go on vacation to a lot of these kind of like more British islands. They don't have ice.
Oh, really?
They don't have it. They're not going to give it to you.
Can't be true.
They don't got it or they don't put it in drinks. I don't know if it's a water. I don't know if it's a water clarity issue or what, but
yeah,
they don't. You're not getting ice.
Yeah,
which really bums me out.
Infections. Elijah Craig, barrel proof is my spirit animal. Hell yeah.
Charlene says, we made some of Winsong's butter pecan. OMG, yeah, the butter pecan is not to be fooled with. It is really good. It's been, by the way, I don't know, are we doing a cooking show next week? Is that what we had planned on?
We are going to do a cooking show. So Winsong was not ready for us to do Winsong recipes for the cooking show. So
okay.
We'll just wing it. We'll do a cooking show, and it'll just be non-Winsong recipes. Probably nobody will watch.
Boo.
70 people in the chat right now. Well, actually, 73, 78 counting all channels. You guys are killing it. That is so awesome.
Love it.
Numbers just keep growing week after week. It's awesome.
Duke's going to come wet us. Isn't that what you guys say? I'll wet you. Brits are allergic to AC. Ice in every bar in the UK. Really? That really blows my mind. Maybe it was just an island thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems odd to me that there would be places that don't have ice that could have ice because ice is amazing. Did Zach say?
Ban him. Ban his ass. No, just kidding. Spin the wheel or take a break. I think what we will do is dun dun dun.
Spin the wheel a couple more times.
Let's take 2 more spins here.
And then it's intermission.
Then we're going to go to intermission.
All right, I'm ready.
So if you
I'm ready to write it down.
If you want to, you guys can look at your order numbers on your email, and you'll know if you got picked because all of your emails that you order from us. Oh, this is going to be a gifted membership. We don't already have that one, do we? Nope.
Nope. 1013.
All right, let's rip one more off here. Here we go.
Hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button. Let's get a bunch of people in here.
I happen to know who that one
1002.
belongs to. I'm not going to share it, but I know who 1002 is.
Man, tonight is the gifted membership night. All right, so let's go ahead and grab your glass, go fill it back up, head to the restroom, take a break. Come back. We'll be back after this intermission. And if you were not in the live at the beginning, you didn't see the intro video, you're about to see it again. You're going to see what is going on over here with this still, what we did to it at the beginning.
Watered down whiskeys that leave you disappointed.
Lots of people like whiskey. Question is, do you love it? It's time to go pro. Painstakingly handcrafted, 100% copper, designed to detoxify. The purest drink you can make at home. Whiskey Still Pro, for whiskey lovers only.
We get asked all the time, what is the best whiskey still? Well, it's kind of a loaded question, but my answer is pretty simple most times. It's one that makes really good whiskey.
Yeah.
This Whiskey Still Pro makes really good whiskey.
It does indeed.
What are we going to pour in it today?
We're going to pour in some of the leftover from your 24-hour live. You had some leftover beginner bourbon.
Yeah.
And we've got enough to make a 10-gallon run. Well, we'll put 9-ish gallons in there. And so the beginner bourbon mash, some of you guys who are regulars watching the show, you've already ran it. People seem to love it.
Got some corn, got some oats. Turns out really nice.
Really nice.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to be running. Also, the best whiskey still, most of the time, is the one you own.
Well, that's true.
I mean, just own one, first of all.
We are trying to make a few more people some owners this month. Yeah. And what are we giving away? 5 in total?
5 this month.
2 more to do, 1 tonight, 1 next week.
Yep.
I'm excited about it. I think that a couple of folks that have already won some of these this month were pretty happy to get them, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I'm kind of a sucker for making brandy.
Yeah.
And I'm pushing people towards like, hey, try brandy in this thing. They turn out really awesome. Yep, we'll see. And what else we got going on the show today?
We're bottling some pie mint.
Ooh, I love pie mint.
So a lot of the folks already know it's one of my favorites. Grape juice, honey, yeast. It's that easy.
Pretty simple.
Let it ferment all the way out dry, and bottle it. Drink it. It's delicious.
It's really delicious.
So we clarified this last batch. It's ready to just bottle over. So we're going to do that. And I guess that's about it. So once again, a massive thank you to Whiskey Still Pro for partnering with us to give you guys some of these stills. That's why we're running it. They've sponsored the entire month of giveaways. So go to whiskeystillpro.com. We'll put a link down in the chat so you can go check them out. They have other stuff besides stills, but anywhere from a 1.5, 3, 5, 10-gallon still you can pick up from them. Barrels, kits, grains. They got all kinds of stuff, so go check them out. Go show them some love.
Good folks over there.
Since they're, graciously helping us give away 5 stills this month.
It's a lot of stills if you didn't know it.
Yeah.
It's like 4 more than we've ever given away in a month.
It is exactly that. You're right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you want me to pour this mash off in here?
Yeah, let's get going. There is going to be some sediment in the bottom.
No spills. So just be cautious of the bottom when I get close, huh?
Yeah. I'll get this other bucket. It's got some more in it.
Just getting down there a little close.
There you go.
Get this other one in here. A lot of people think it's difficult to paste a still up. If they've never done it before, I could see how it would kind of be a different thing, and you're not sure about it.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's pretty easy.
It's really easy. These, we can paste these caps in just a couple of minutes. It doesn't take long at all. There's a formula that I use. This is a flour that I've made with rye flour, and it's 3 parts flour to 1 part water. I use 3 tablespoons of rye flour, 1 tablespoon of water, and it comes out to just the right kind of Play-Doh consistency, and that's what I use. And it doesn't take very much, so I'm going to paste this up in real time and let y'all see just how easy this is.
While you're getting that thing pasted up, I did happen to notice the other day when I was doing the 24-hour live, I pasted one of these alembics for the first time. Normally when we're doing this, Cyrus is here and he normally does the pasting. So I was pasting that still by myself, and I noticed on the mixture the first time I got it a little too runny. Well, I thought it was maybe like not the right amount. It just didn't look right. It didn't look how it normally looked. And I should have just stopped right there and maybe just added some more flour or something. But I just kind of rolled with it. And I noticed after I got my run going that it had pinholes all in it where it had kind of, just not formed up and created like the concrete that we're, used to having. And so, yeah, I went ahead while the still was going. Not that I recommend doing this, but the still was going, and I just reapplied some paste. No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Ended up sealing up good.
Yeah, and, kind of how I apply this is about a medium-sized bead of caulk kind of size. And I'm also kind of pushing it down into the seam as I go. And I can lick my finger just like you would do for some caulking. And it's really not that difficult. It's also, I have noticed, it does work a little better if you do this before you start heating the steel up and give it a little bit of time to kind of start setting up before you add the heat. For whatever reason, and I don't know why, I have, kind of tried to do double duty, heating the steel up while I'm doing this.
Cracks.
And it cracks, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that when I had reapplied the other day while the steel was hot. I put it on there directly while the steel was already kind of hot, and I noticed I got a little bit more cracking than we normally do if we just apply this, let it set for a bit, and then start to heat up.
And I know, we've probably all seen the videos of some people really using a whole bunch.
A lot of paste. A ton.
And I'm not sure why. I've never had to, but also I think it probably has something to do with how tight is this joint, this cap joint, to start with.
Yeah.
If it's not really good and snug, like, these steels, the people, the copper craftsmen that make these steels, they've been doing this for literally hundreds of years, you know, and they've got it down. These are hand hammered steels, so they know what they're doing, and these seams are good and tight. You don't have to worry about it with these copper alembics.
I don't think we've ever had one to leak on us.
Nah. But it's really just this easy. You can tell, I don't know how long that was, 2 or 3 minutes. And I've got that seam done. One little spot back here in the back. And then the only other piece on this steel we have to do is this little inlet right here from the linum to the condenser. And I'm just kind of packing it down in. This one is kind of loose, but it doesn't matter. This one hardly ever leaks, because by the time we get over here to this joint, it's liquid. Unless you're running your steel too hot, this side over here should never be vapor by the time it gets here. It should almost be condensing down anyway. And that's it. So we're all pasted up. We're ready to run. So that's it on the pasting. It's not that hard at all, and we're ready to go. We'll get this thing fired up, get our water in our reservoir, and we'll start making some shine with the Whiskey Still Pro 10-gallon alembic.
Pull your shine-making britches up and grab a jar. Welcome to the show.
See you in a bit.
Watered down whiskeys that leave you disappointed.
Lots of people like whiskey. Question is, do you love it? It's time to go pro. Painstakingly handcrafted, 100% copper, designed to detoxify. The purest drink you can make at home. Whiskey Still Pro, for whiskey lovers only.
Another seamless transition from the boys.
Perfect.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm not going to throw any spoilers out there, but I will say 3 of the 4 people that we have drawn are currently in this chat.
That is awesome.
So, yeah, pretty exciting. Hope one of you guys wins it. Jar? Well, yeah.
Is it time?
It is time. I'll go grab one. Oh, here we go.
I saw, let's see, somebody in the chat when I sat down. Let me get over here if I can. How's this? There we go. Somebody was saying they were running their first. Oh, it doesn't work, does it?
Yeah,
Can't
you got to
just
drag
roll
it and hold it. Yeah, you got to hold it down the whole time.
R. McMullen got my first batch going right now. Can't wait to taste it.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. What is your first batch? What recipe are you using?
Clinton House with the 20 gifted. Whoop, whoop. Look at that.
4 entries into next week's drawing right there.
Jeez. Clinton's doing numbers. Hail Clinton.
Hail Clinton. Throw some jars in the chat for Clinton
Ray,
right there.
Yeah, Ray, you're pretty right with this. I mean, I would like to be mad at this comment, but it's just kind of hard for me to. It's just very accurate. Adam should not leave us unsupervised with this amount of technology. We'll have to wait and see if YouTube takes that 20. Yeah, I didn't see any of them get doled out, but we'll figure it out, brother. What you do for us on moderating alone is probably worth the 4 entries.
Jar number 8 came in at 99 proof.
Brandon, if what you're saying is that we're the best place to get step-by-step directions, man, I appreciate that. If you were asking for the best place to get step-by-step directions, I would say it's probably it's where you're here. You're in here. The Duke wants a jar shake.
He does not. He's just saying that.
He wants to see you work. Yeah, Windsong, I think it maybe broke again. The wheel of defeat.
There you go, Duke.
Letdowns are expected. That's right.
Yeah, for those of you who do not know, maybe you're new to the live, you're going like, what are they doing? They're giving away something. They keep drawing names. Nobody's won. That's because we're drawing 10 names. And then we go to the wheel of elimination.
The wheel of despair. The distiller's despair wheel of doom.
Where the last
Let's just keep making it
last
longer.
name standing is the winner.
The distiller's despair wheel of doom and shame. Windsong says, we like the bubbles.
All right, there were some bubbles right there. Just dropped them in there. Paul dropping the MFB emoji saying, this is the place to be. MFB is the place to be.
Brandon says, I'm new, but wanting to learn the art. Well, brother, that's kind of all what we're about here. Everybody in the chat, not just Cyrus and I, we're all constantly learning. I learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Cyrus probably picks something up once every couple of weeks or month or something. He's been learning a little bit longer than I have. So, yeah, that's what we do, man. We're all just constantly learning. I did see a funny comment up here.
You gotta drag it.
Yeah. You guys stop commenting for a second. Mudgrip says, I have a better odds at finding Bigfoot than winning that still having fun at least. Well, brother, we're going to see. We're gonna see, man. You may be
Somebody's got to win it.
You may be pleasantly surprised, my boy. Yeah, Ray. Yeah, the wheel of Zach will jinx you if you make it on the wheel. Yeah, I'll say this, Ray. If you get on that wheel, I'm pulling for you, buddy.
Oh no!
I'm pulling for you, my man. I want you to win this thing.
That's the jinx right there.
Oh, our charity's calling us. You want me to pick it up?
Pick it up.
All right. Caroline, how are you? I'm doing good. Hey, we're on the podcast. Do you mind being on here and talking in front of some folks?
Hold on. My kids are feral right now. Let me call you back.
Okay, yeah. Just call me back in a minute. No rush.
Okay.
All right, bye.
My kids are feral right now. That's funny. Yeah, Dave, that's a 10-gallon we're running right now.
So proofing cuts 110 50% to pure maple. My new post still recipe. Wow, thanks, Carl. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if you've got now, it won't be as good as probably the syrup that Carl has sent us here. But if you've got some syrup laying around your house and a little bit of whiskey, heat that syrup up and then mix that 50-50. Go give that a try and tell me it's not freaking amazing. Oh God. Is it coming to the UK? Duke, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
All right, here she comes. Caroline. Hey, so just wanted to touch base with you.
Okay.
We had, I don't know if you saw, but we gave a still away last month.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, we gave away this 8-gallon dual purpose pro from Mile High, and the gentleman that won it knows that you are our charity, and so he mailed us some syrup. So you got to come by the shop and try that syrup. But while you're trying that syrup, he also mailed you a $250 check for your charity. So
Oh my God.
we need you to come by and pick that up whenever you're able.
Okay. Yeah. That's amazing. How kind.
Yeah, he's a super kind guy, and we appreciated him doing that. And we hope that we're able to buy some cool toys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or gas or hotels or whatever you need the money for.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I hope that you guys are doing well. I know that you're chasing kids around, so I won't keep you too long. Is there anything that you want the chat to know in terms of what it is that you do or anything you want to share with them?
Am I on now?
You are on.
Okay. Well, I think I would love to tell everybody that, we brighten kids with cancer every single day, every time they come into the hospital, whether they're there for just a checkup or to have their port access for blood work, or maybe they're inpatient at the hospital for an extended amount of time or anything like that. We are able to brighten their day, and the messages that I get from parents about us, coming through in those hard moments to make the hard moments easier with a toy is just indescribable, and they're just so thankful, and I'm thankful. We're blessed to be able to give back to these kids and to make really, really hard moments and times in people's lives just a little easier, so we're thankful for that, for sure.
Well, absolutely, and we're thankful for you guys and what you do for kids in the state of Arkansas, and we're just really lucky to be able to be working with you. So,
thank you guys so much.
Yeah, absolutely. So you come by, you pick this check up any time at your convenience, and we'll have it here for you with a little bit of syrup.
Okay, wow, I can't wait.
All right, okay, well,
right.
Absolutely great talking to you, and I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, all right. Talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. They're an absolutely great family. What they do and the story behind how they started their charity is pretty heartwarming, and we're very lucky to be able to work with them. So, yeah. Just got done straining and making the raspberry post-flavored shine recipe that I got over at Randy Stillworks. It's friggin' awesome. Heck yeah.
Everybody's talking about feral kids everywhere.
Yeah, Matt Perry. She is really just one of the kindest people you've ever met in your whole life. I love your moonshine shrine in the background. You talking about our little sticker there, or our sign and our still? All right, Lynn. Yeah, enough of the... I run an RV activated charcoal filter, inline, inventive machinist. Yeah.
He was asking about water.
Hey, Hagar, what is your first name David? I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
Drop a link to the charity website. Let me see if I can make sure that I get the right one here.
Yeah, we should have already had those links ready.
We should have. Well, it's very easy. It's gracestoycloset.com. I don't have the ability to type in the chat here like Adam does. I actually think that I can if I go over here. Yes, I can.
Man, look at you.
Look at that. I'm like a friggin' mini Adam over here.
Like a live stream producer.
It's not hyperlinked though, but Clinton, if you can work your magic on that link and get it towards click, yeah, there you. Man, we gotta.
Clinton got it, man.
We gotta up.
Gonna have to double his salary.
We gotta up Clinton's pay. Scott says, "Did y'all know a charcoal filter works on water too? I did not know that. I've never ran water through a charcoal filter.
Yeah.
What's it do? Just drags.
Just cleans it up.
Just cleans it up, huh?
Yeah.
I guess that's effectively what the Brita filter. Yeah. Y'all need to see my poster I have in my shed behind my still. Barry, if you're on MeWe Moonshine for Beginners and it's not too vulgar of a poster, you should go over there and
share a pic.
Throw it up. Just a centerfold, just a Playboy, just a giant blown up centerfold.
Hopefully it's not one of the old ones of me.
It could be.
Did
you have an issue
back
in the day? Did you really?
In the 90s.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would be talking about it all the time. Yeah. If I had like from the 90s, like a Playgirl, like I was Mr. June, I'd never shut up about it. R. McMullen says, compared to the youngins today, we are all probably feral. Yeah, well, that's at least in this setting we are. That's true. Well, should we pull some of this piment out and start?
Oh yeah, we still got to bottle the piment.
Bottling this piment.
All right, are we going to be able to do this without?
We're going to find out together.
Up the Adams equipment here. Let's see, get a little 2-gallon bucket maybe.
There's that. You just gonna set the jug on that?
Mm-hmm.
Now this is an interesting question.
This is gonna have to stay on the floor.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, here it is. Very carefully, not to disturb. Really should have racked this into a different carboy before we bottled. But it is what it is. Very thin layer of sediment on the bottom. We did clarify this with a 2-part clarifier. The Kieselol and Chitizen. You gonna be able to do it with that?
Didn't we already test that?
I don't think we can. I think we have to have the big one. We could probably bump the cane up.
Yeah.
We could probably, yeah, we can do it. We can do it.
So?
We're not gonna go that deep anyway, so.
All right, so we're going to be bottling our piment.
Let's do our flip top bottles first. What do you say?
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, you want a bottle wand?
Yes. Those reusable jars are also good for displaying your proud whiskey. Amazon has them galore on there. Yeah, are you talking about the flip top bottles when you say reusable? I assume that's what you are talking about. Bottle rack is a great accessory. Yeah, we call it the bottle tree. I don't know what it may be called, a bottle rack.
Okay.
All right, there we go. My neighbor Hagar, hope things are going well for you today. The younger me lived in the dollar store. Different time, boys. There's one bottle. We've got a mix of flip top bottles and wine bottles.
I'm gonna use all the flip tops, and then I'm gonna move over to wine bottles, I think, is my plan.
Okay.
Just in the off event that somehow we have enough flip bottles to get all this in. I don't think we do, but
yeah, Rick, you were right. 2 bottles, not enough.
You should consider having a charity auction for her and raffle off a still.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all.
We should get inventive on ways to raise money for what it is that she does. She's for sure an asset to our community. She does a lot of good work, and yeah, we should.
We are the Shine On Festival. We are 25% of all alcohol sales are going to the Grace's Toy Closet.
This is true.
Which is going to be a nice little chunk of change, I think, because I expect to sell a bunch of alcohol there.
We hope so, yeah. We're hoping to cut her a great big old check.
Does anybody else besides me have problems with gnats? They're literally buzzing around here like those flying monkeys on the Wizard of Oz.
And that's our problem.
Yeah.
Vinegar traps. Look them up. Very easy to make. They knock them down pretty quick.
I got a secondhand dual purpose pro in stainless. How much copper packing do you recommend for running in a regular still, not reflux? I didn't get a book with it, so I'm not sure. Well, number one, you don't have to pack the copper, but I've done it a number of different ways. Sometimes I want to pack the column with like 3 or 4 rows of copper mesh, and sometimes I just want one. Oh! Sometimes I just want one row, like at the top of the column. So it's really kind of like there is no set, this is the right way to do it. Just try it a couple of different ways and decide which way you liked it best. So, sorry guys, we're not following the chat real well right now. Racking and running. Popcorn Sutton sweet corn wash tomorrow. Smells amazing. Wish me luck on the ABV. Yeah, good luck.
It's going to be a lot of pie mint, brother. Which is good because we were in need of being stocked back up on it.
Yeah. Quarter cup peroxide to 1 cup water in a sprayer is a good gnat killer. All right.
I'm going to start sticking a couple of these in
Put
my
it
golf
in a spray
cooler.
gun.
I'd rather drink pie mint than a few beers out there anyway. Nice, cool, delicious pie mint out on the course. Paul says, my gnats like mashing liquor better than they like vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, a little water, and a drop of Dawn in a clear glass. We'll have them swarm into that. Well, we got a pretty good amount in the flip top bottles. We will be probably filling a few wine bottles as well, though. Which I didn't star sand any corks.
That's an easy solve.
We got a star sand solution over there. I'll just go chunk some into it. Okay, you want to hold this one down? I'll go get corks out of our...
I was reading the chat. I ought to be watching the bottle fill up. 65 people in the chat on the Still in the Clear YouTube. We got 3 people over on Home Brew Center. 5 people over there in the TikTok world.
I think we're out of corks. I may have to steal some unless you don't have...
If they were there, they'd be down there.
Please connect me. All right.
Hear y'all talk about it, but what is a pie mint? Pie mint is simply grape wine with honey. So it's a subcategory of mead. It's grape juice and honey and yeast. That's it. It's one of my favorites. And I'm out of bottles.
I feel like we're doing a marital toast here. I'm like crossing arms with you. We're talking 303 British infield rounds in here.
People love chatting about their pew-pews.
Pew, pew.
We can't really respond to those chats because TikTok doesn't like that kind of thing.
It's a problem on the talk. Got to keep the pew pew chatter to a minimum.
How much honey in that per gallon? It is 2 pounds of honey per gallon.
2 pounds.
So this is a 3-gallon batch, 3 gallons of grape juice, 6 pounds of honey, and 1 packet. We used the KV, didn't we? We were out of EC when we did it.
Yeah, I think we used KV and some, I would suspect we used some yeast nutrient, maybe some pectic enzyme.
Yep.
For sure pectic enzyme, maybe some yeast nutrient. That is normally our go-to.
I'm going to sit down so I can hold this lower. Maybe this will speed up a little bit. Yeah! There's one. Look at that beautiful color. I'm going to have to hold that up to the camera here in a minute. What a great color.
I may need a couple more here, huh?
Hold this. I'm going to give this a little pump, see if we can get that airlock.
Speed up the process there. Yeah. Yeah. A little low in the neck, but something tells me it's not going to be an issue.
Another bottle.
Trying to do that as gracefully as possible without flipping this table over. Shoot, this is a lot of piment, brother.
How's that jar looking back there?
Pretty full.
Almost. What should my ABV on the finished sweet feed mash? My hydrometer is at 13 in the blue.
Smells awesome.
13 in the blue. Oh, 13%. So when it's finished, it should be at 0. Sometimes that last 1.020 takes a lot of time to finish out sometimes, but it'll go down, all the way down to 1 if you...
It's filling up to the damn line.
Mm-hmm. It's, I gotta hold it down lower. That's it. Doesn't want to go. Can you pump that for me?
Got it held down? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's doing.
I'm about to lose it.
Let's get this bottle filled out here. I'll grab this and this. We'll get this bottle filled up and then we'll deal with the rest of it after. Don't let me overfill you. Yeah, it's this damn.
Should have been the large one, huh? When I said we could use the 1 gallon, I was thinking about the Furmonster, the 3 gallon Furmonster.
Yeah, it's a little wider.
There. One more.
That was it, huh?
That was it.
Okay.
Get the rest of this later. Yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
Yep. I got all of it.
All right, so there's the piment. There's still a little bit more there to bottle, but we ran into a problem at the end that we're not going to worry about solving until later.
Well, and if you start disturbing that bed on the bottom, really the ideal situation is you rack out of that carboy into a fresh carboy and bottle out of that. Well,
Yeah.
we didn't do that. And so you got to be careful when you start shaking, moving that carboy around. You're disturbing. You don't want that in your bottle. So we're just going to stop right there, let that finish out, and get the last couple bottles out of it later. Cork. Really dark ruby red color. This stuff's pretty.
We got 12 16-ounce flip top bottles and 4 750 milliliter wine bottles.
And probably got another at least 1 to 2 bottles, wine bottles over there that we could do. So a nice little yield.
Nice little
there.
batch right there. Doesn't last long either. Doesn't last long. Scott's getting a little anxious. He says, spin the wheel. Time to add a couple more names to that list.
We can do it.
That's a fine cache of wine.
Where's that
Indeed,
thing
Paul.
at? Yo, there it is.
Go.
Oh, close.
87-23.
Do it again.
Do it again. I say you just spin them all out.
Okay.
I say you spin them all out because we're about done with this run. And
8703.
with the absence of the atom, we might cut this live a little shy. What do you think?
Well, I think our odds of messing things up go up exponentially the longer we hang out on here, so.
8742. I wonder how many people have their order numbers pulled up, waiting to see.
I don't know.
Round and around we go, Sir Dig Dug says.
3 more coming. This is going to be another gifted.
1006.
Make sure I don't already have it. Nope. 1006. Just because I can.
Y'all don't back sweeten the Piment? Not this. I like Piment dry, but you could absolutely back sweeten it if you wanted to sweeten it up. But I prefer it dry. And this particular recipe anyway usually doesn't finish absolutely dry. It's a little under what you would call a semi-sweet anyway.
Last one coming up.
Last number. Oh, goodness. We've got some recognizable names on the list here. 1015. Joe says she has 3.
Oh, man,
of
there
hers.
was another one that's recognizable.
Hell yeah. Adame says, do I have a number? I don't know.
Adami, in order to be on this wheel, you have to buy a grain kit, an ingredient kit, or anything from stillintheclear.com. If you don't live inside the U.S., you're not going to be able to do that. Also, Adame, if you live outside the U.S., and I think you said that you did earlier, the gifted memberships and the $9.99 super chats aren't going to enter you for an entry. You've got to be inside the U.S. to win one of these. It's too expensive for us to ship stills outside the U.S. That said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back here. Do you want to? I'm going to get a jump start on pulling these orders up. And then do you just want to take a little break here in a minute? And
Yeah, we'll take a break here in a minute.
Okay. You got that part of it? Let me go back over here. Go here.
There we are.
Dude,
We're back.
I'm Adam 2.0 over here. I feel really good about this.
We just need to tell Adam he doesn't need to come back.
All right, I'm going to go look these up real quick.
All right, everybody. He's going to go get those names together so we can put them on the Wheel of Despair. And we'll start drawing these out. We're going to take a break here at about 7 o'clock. When we come back, we'll draw out the winners. Are the 10 numbers $10 donates too? Yeah, the ones, the numbers that start with a 1, those are all the $10 donations or the $10 donations, the 5 gifted memberships, phone orders, in-store orders. All the other numbers that start with an 8, those are website purchases. Scott says, "Sigh, y'all have done so much with this channel to bring us all together." Man, I just think it's a great community. We just try our best to offer places for people to hang out and have a good time. You guys are the ones that fill the space, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Jason says it's rigged. Well, not really. One number off.
Someone call Uncle Moonshine and let him know he's going to be on the wheel.
Uh-oh. All right.
You guys message him on here. Get him over here on the Still in the Clear YouTube.
Did you guys hear that? You still got your mic on, right?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to see if they can message Uncle Moonshine. His name ended up on the list. Dang nation freaking tariffs. I know, right? Garbage Daddy's turn to sweat. It's rigged. Adame, oh yeah, our $1 is worth 72 cents in the U.S. Exchange rates, man.
Who's this Jason Trzynski guy?
Jason T is in there?
I'm afraid so.
Is every name on that list somebody that's a regular?
All but one. All but maybe two.
Windsong says, Carl Leader, that depends on how much you want to run, what size is your steel. Oh, I guess there's a question up there somewhere that I missed from Carl. See if we can find it here.
Uncle Moonshine is here.
Uncle Moonshine's in the chat.
Well, brother, you may be about to win a still, my man.
Well, I can't find it.
Should I call him out before we go to break? Or should I make him lay in angst?
Let's see.
Because it's so many of our regulars.
How sinister do we want to be? I say we call them out. We'll make them wait on the draws.
Right. Yeah. We'll put the wheel together at break, but I'll let them know who's in it now.
Who's on the wheel right now?
All right.
This is who's on the wheel. Then we're going to break.
How about Mud Grips?
Mud Grips.
How about David Anderson?
Hagar.
How about Collector Rick?
The Rick Man.
How about Jason Bartolozzi, Master Distiller?
Master
Jason
Distiller.
Bartolozzi. Keith B. Don't know if you're in here, brother. That was the one I was unsure about.
Uh-huh.
The Uncle Moonshine.
Uncle Moonshine.
Randy Cook.
Randy Cook. Great customer, too.
Garbage Throne Daddy.
GTD.
Jason Trzynski.
Jason T.
Last but not least, the one, the only, KRB.
KRB. That's awesome, man.
All right, guys, I think
a regular is going to win it. Regular is going to win it tonight.
Well, dude, if you guys can't fend off one just regular customer from the online store, you don't deserve to win. But so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. I am going to put the elimination wheel of Distiller's Despair and Doom together.
I just peed a little.
I peed a little bit. What you guys can do during this break, we're going to play some video of us firing up this Whiskey Still Pro before the live started and talking about a little bit of the goings-ons. Take that opportunity, watch that video, grab a beer, grab some new shine, use the restroom, whatever it is that you do when we're not on, and we will be right back here shortly. Up to?
Watered down whiskeys that leave you disappointed.
Lots of people like whiskey. Question is, do you love it? It's time to go pro. Painstakingly handcrafted, 100% copper, designed to detoxify. The purest drink you can make at home. Whiskey Still Pro, for whiskey lovers only.
We get asked all the time, what is the best whiskey still? Well, it's kind of a loaded question, but my answer is pretty simple most times. It's one that makes really good whiskey.
Yeah.
This Whiskey Still Pro makes really good whiskey.
It does indeed.
What are we going to pour in it today?
We're going to pour in some of the leftover from your 24-hour live. You had some leftover beginner bourbon.
Yeah.
And we've got enough to make a 10-gallon run. Well, we'll put 9-ish gallons in there. And so the beginner bourbon mash, some of you guys who are regulars watching the show, you've already ran it. People seem to love it.
Got some corn, got some oats. Turns out really nice.
Really nice.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to be running. Also, the best whiskey still most of the time is the one you own.
Well, that's true.
I mean, just own one, first of all.
We are trying to make a few more people some owners this month. And what are we giving away? 5 in total?
5 this month.
2 more to do, 1 tonight, 1 next week.
Yep.
I'm excited about it. I think that a couple of folks that have already won some of these this month were pretty happy to get them, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I'm kind of a sucker for making brandy.
Yeah.
And I'm pushing people towards like, hey, try brandy in this thing. They turn out really awesome.
Yep.
We'll see. And what else we got going on the show today?
We're bottling some Pyment.
Ooh, I love Pyment.
So a lot of the folks already know it's one of my favorites. Grape juice, honey, yeast. That easy.
Pretty simple.
Let it ferment all the way out dry, and bottle it. Drink it. It's delicious.
It's really delicious.
So we clarified this last batch. It's ready to just bottle over. So we're going to do that. And I guess that's about it. So once again, a massive thank you to Whiskey Still Pro for partnering with us to give you guys some of these stills. That's why we're running it. They've sponsored the entire month of giveaways. So go to whiskeystillpro.com. We'll put a link down in the chat so you can go check them out. They have other stuff besides stills, but anywhere from a 1.5, 3, 5, 10-gallon still you can pick up from them. Barrels, kits, grains. They got all kinds of stuff, so go check them out. Go show them some love.
Good folks over there.
Since they're, graciously helping us give away 5 stills this month.
It's a lot of stills if you didn't know it.
Yeah.
It's like 4 more than we've ever given away in a month.
It is exactly that. You're right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you want me to pour this mash off in here?
Yeah, let's get going. There is going to be some sediment in the bottom.
No spills. So just be cautious of the bottom when I get close, huh?
Yeah. I'll get this other bucket. It's got some more in it.
Just getting down there a little close.
There you go.
Get this other one in here. A lot of people think it's difficult to paste a still up. If they've never done it before, I could see how it would kind of be a different thing, and you're not sure about it.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's pretty easy.
It's really easy. These, we can paste these caps in just a couple of minutes. It doesn't take long at all. There's a formula that I use. This is a flour that I've made with rye flour. And it's 3 parts flour to 1 part water. I use 3 tablespoons of rye flour, 1 tablespoon of water, and it comes out to just the right kind of Play-Doh consistency, and that's what I use. And it doesn't take very much, so I'm going to paste this up in real time and let y'all see just how easy this is.
While you're getting that thing pasted up, I did happen to notice the other day when I was doing the 24-hour live, I pasted one of these alembics for the first time. Normally when we're doing this, Cyrus is here and he normally does the pasting. So I was pasting that still by myself, and I noticed on the mixture the first time I got it a little too runny. Well, I thought it was maybe like not the right amount. It just didn't look right. It didn't look how it normally looked. And I should have just stopped right there and maybe just added some more flour or something. But I just kind of rolled with it. And I noticed after I got my run going that it had pinholes all in it where it had kind of, just not formed up and created like the concrete that we're, used to having. And I went ahead while the still was going. Not that I recommend doing this, but the still was going, and I just reapplied some paste. No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Ended up sealing up good.
Yeah, and, kind of how I apply this is about a medium-sized bead of caulk kind of size. And I'm also kind of pushing it down into the seam as I go. And I can lick my finger just like you would do for some caulking. And it's really not that difficult. It's also, I have noticed, it does work a little better if you do this before you start heating the still up and give it a little bit of time to kind of start setting up before you add the heat. For whatever reason, and I don't know why, I have, kind of tried to do double duty, heating the still up while I'm doing this.
Cracks.
And it cracks, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that when I had reapplied the other day while the still was hot. I put it on there directly while the still was already kind of hot, and I noticed I got a little bit more cracking than we normally do if we just apply this, let it set for a bit, and then start to heat up.
And I know, you know, we've probably all seen the videos of some people really using a whole bunch
A lot of paste. A ton.
And I'm not sure why. I've never had to, but also I think it probably has something to do with how tight is this joint, this cap joint, to start with.
Yeah.
If it's not really good and snug, like, you know, these stills, the people, the copper craftsmen that make these stills, they've been doing this for literally hundreds of years, you know, and they've got it down. These are hand hammered stills, so they know what they're doing, and these seams are good and tight. You don't have to worry about it with these copper alembics.
I don't think we've ever had one to leak on us.
Nah. But it's really just this easy. You can tell, I don't know how long that was, 2 or 3 minutes. And I've got that seam done. One little spot back here in the back. And then the only other piece on this still we have to do is this little inlet right here from the linum to the condenser. And I'm just kind of packing it down in. This one is kind of loose, but it doesn't matter. This one hardly ever leaks, because by the time we get over here to this joint, it's liquid. Unless you're running your still too hot, this side over here should never be vapor by the time it gets here. It should almost start be condensing down anyway. And that's it. So we're all pasted up. We're ready to run. So that's it on the pasting. It's not that hard at all, and we're ready to go. We'll get this thing fired up, get our water in our reservoir, and we'll start making some shine with the Whiskey Still Pro 10-gallon alembic.
Pull your shine-making britches up and grab a jar. Welcome to the show.
See you in a bit.
Watered down whiskeys that leave you disappointed.
Lots of people like whiskey. Question is, do you love it? It's time to go pro. Painstakingly handcrafted, 100% copper, designed to detoxify. The purest drink you can make at home. Whiskey Still Pro, for whiskey lovers only.
How about that?
You did it again. Smooth.
He's done it again.
Smooth. Before we jump into all of this, I want to bring attention to Carl's question earlier that I didn't find was about peach wine and how many peaches to use. So I went and grabbed the handy dandy
How many peaches you gonna
Mary's
need, Carl?
wine book, and I just looked it up. This is why we have this book here.
Yeah.
Specifically for wines. I mean, it's wines and brandies.
Yeah.
And so you're going to make a wine first. So 4 to 6 pounds of peaches per gallon with 1 pound of granulated white sugar. So that's your little wash.
Probably calls for some acid blend on the peaches. Is that correct?
Acid blend, yeast nutrient, tannin powder, pectic enzyme.
Yep.
With a champagne yeast.
Shout out to Mary's Wine Recipes.
Great book. Great book.
You can go buy yours at stillintheclear.com.
Thanks to Joe for turning us on to it.
I mean, ever since she sent us that first book, I mean, I'm serious. I've used it multiple times every week since then. Lynn down there says, thank you, Zach, for your 24-hour live stream last weekend. Great experience. Keep up the good work, boys. Lynn, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that was a fun little, you know, maybe few and far in between. That was, but yeah, it was fun. I like doing it. All right, I think without further ado, look at that. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry?
There it is.
Can you guys see the wheel?
Look at the names on that wheel.
Can you see this big, beautiful wheel?
Chances are extremely high that someone in the live right now is going to win. It's awesome.
I'm trying to make sure they can see this wheel.
Yeah. Oh.
Let us know in the chat if you can see the wheel.
Yeah, we can't tell if you can or not.
Thank you, Uncle Moonshine.
And also, like, let's throw a bunch of moonshine still emojis into the chat, just one after another. Come on, you guys, just load this chat up with moonshine still emojis.
Can they see it? Oh,
We
no,
can
they
see on both.
can't.
We can see on both streams. He said.
Why is the drip cam off?
I don't know. What'd you hit? Let me see.
Okay, hold on. Okay, drip cam's on.
Now they said we see it,
Oh, okay.
so
Well, let me. Okay. Yeah, you guys can see it. It better be the last one.
there they
remaining.
are. Look at all those whiskey stills in the chat.
Well, Jason, brother, I'm rooting for you, man. Let's spin this freaking thing. Whoop!
This is the elimination wheel. So if your name comes up right now, it is not a good thing.
Oh!
Golly!
Oh man.
GTD is out. Dadgummit. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like
wait,
button.
hold
Let's see
on.
what we can get
Where
in
is
here.
KRB? Oh man, what a critical
Did you not
error.
get KRB in there?
Now what do I do? Is the whole thing under protest?
The whole thing's under protest, but you got to add KRB, and he's in there.
I just now put him back in there.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
all right. Hey, listen, we're starting over. That was a freebie.
Oh,
We got to start over. I didn't have everyone in there, so that was a freebie. I'm sorry about that. That's the only thing I can think to do to make it completely fair. All right, here we go.
redo.
It is a redo.
GTD says redo.
Oh, it was almost KRB, and it was Jason, the one I was rooting for. Oh man, what a turn of events that was.
Oh, shit.
No one was gonna like that.
Scott says, I hate this wheel.
Let's peel someone else off this freaking thing.
Oh. I got
Oh, KRB.
KRB's out.
1 and 2.
I have no skin in the game, and this thing makes me nervous.
Oh, it makes me anxious, and I'm not on it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Who am I pulling for? Who am I pulling for on here?
I don't think anybody wants you to pull for
They
that.
don't. They don't. That's what makes it fun. All right. Here's who I honestly think is gonna win.
All right.
My man from Ohio, the dirty garbage man himself, Garbage Throne Daddy, aka GTD on the wheel.
That's
I'm
who
pulling,
you think is going to win?
I'm pulling for you, brother.
Who is it?
Oh
Uncle
man, that was
Moonshine
right on
out.
the line. Sorry, Yonk.
I think it's going to be Mud Grips.
You think Mud Grips is winning? I think GTD's taking this one home.
Okay. Yeah.
Collector Rick says, "Need you, Zach." Here we go. Keith B?
Keith is out.
He was our little online order sleeper there.
Yep.
You guys beat him out. Be proud of yourself. It only took 10 of you. It's gonna be really.
Everyone is in the chat. Oh,
Damn it. Bummer.
is Hagar in the chat?
I don't know. That's David, right?
I think so.
Well, let's just peel him. Let's take Hagar off because I'm not seeing him in the chat. So let's just get him out real quick. There he goes.
Look at that.
Bye. Oh, sorry, buddy. Who's it gonna be? I think this is our guy right here.
Is that what you think?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh no, he was here. Hagar, I'm sorry. Damn. All right.
Come on, big money.
Let's just hang out for a minute.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let's just hang out. How many do we got left on there?
I need a breath anyway.
I gotta
I've
take a
been
break.
holding my breath. We got
Well, we
five.
only got 5. Let's rip one more off here.
All right.
Let's rip one more here.
Paul Johnson says, I'm just going to come right on out and say I didn't win.
Oh, that looks like Rick.
Man.
Ow!
Damn it, Rick. I'm sorry, buddy. And then there were 4.
Zach, you're the kiss of death.
Dude, I am. But, dude, GTD, I'm pulling for GTD. And
You're still in it.
I think he's going to win. Last week I picked a winner.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, no, I was good last week.
Actually.
You guys should be wanting me to pick you. I'm batting 1,000 right now. Well, 500. 500 pretty good batting average.
That's not bad. I got to pour concrete at 6 a.m. Spin that wheel.
Randy Cook says the suspense is killing me. Jar.
Oh, Randy! I didn't realize Randy was in here.
Damn.
Yeah, this is quite.
A little tellsy.
I'd say so.
A little tellsy.
Got oil on the top of it.
Got a little oil slick up there.
This is jar number 10.
Here we go.
Peach brandy, not peach wine. Yeah, when you make a brandy, you start with a wine.
Oh, man.
Jason Bartolozzi is
R.I.P.
out.
Master Distiller Jason Bartolozzi. Out of there. Man, look at this. 33.3 repeating chance of winning the old Whiskey Still Pro 5-gallon Alembic.
Oh, all right. Jar number 10 came in at 88.
All right, let's get it down to 2.
Are you on the right view? Can they see?
I hope so.
Someone in the chat is getting it tonight, is right.
Oh, man. Randy. Sorry,
Randy
brother.
is out.
The next spin of the wheel is going to decide it. GTD and Mud Grips.
GTD and Mud Grips. We could just leave it at those two, and it's just, they've got to meet somewhere and arm wrestle for it.
No, here's what we could do. Here's what we could do. Could we switch it up to where the next person selected wins instead of the last person remaining on the wheel?
No.
We could.
We could, but you got to keep the rules the same every time.
It's just fun to throw a wrench in things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I should have interned at like Guantanamo Bay. I really like turning the screws here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun for me. I'm enjoying it more and more every week.
Sir Dig Dug says, power outage.
I'm rooting for both. You can't root for both. You're rooting for both. It's rooting for nobody. No, power outage would be crazy. All right, what do you guys think? Enough suspense?
If there is a power outage, which there won't be, it's not even raining here. It's sunny out there. But if there is, we'll just see you in the morning, and we'll finish it up in the morning. There it is. Who gets eliminated right here? Who is it? I think maybe we just finish it tomorrow. Yeah. Oh,
I'm down for whatever.
We're terrible.
I'm down for whatever.
Give Zach a shot of liquor. Either way, this still is destined for Ohio. Oh, that's right. They're both in Ohio.
Oh, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since they're both in Ohio, we should definitely make them meet at a truck stop and fist fight for it.
That would be a cool video. That would be a cool video. Just have
Who
a sill
wants it more?
set on top of a pickup truck and 2 guys just duking it out in front of them. What an uppercut from GTD.
Yeah. Instead of calling it street beefs, you call it still beefs.
Still beefs.
Scott says that's messed up. Paul McKinley, what the?
Fight. Okay, all right. Let's see who's going to win this thing. All right, now remember, you do not want to be picked here. If you're picked
Wins
here...
on out. I don't know why you're apologizing. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, so If your name is on this spin, you're out.
I'm thinking GTD wins it.
All right, let's go. Let's find out.
I called it.
Oh,
man.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
Dang, I'm good.
2 weeks in a row.
Well, here's your winner. Garbage Throne Daddy, coming from out of left field, wins himself a 5-gallon Whiskey Still Pro Alembic. Congratulations, brother. You'll have to get with us after the Rise and Shine or later on tonight and get us a shipping address. We're actually sending 2 out at the same time. Who won last week's? Who won the 24? Oh, Corey.
Corey, that's right.
Star Bullet over on TikTok. We're going to send them out together. So congratulations, brother. I was glad it was someone that's just kind of always in our chat and very active. So congratulations, GTD. Yep, get the all hail GTDs in the chat. There you go. Look at the love. Look at the love here.
Hell yeah.
Look at that.
There's only 1,100 people in TikTok right now. You think that's accurate?
I don't ever know. I mean, it's not a zero. There would be a lot more comments. Yeah, I don't think there's 1,100. I think there's probably closer to 10. GTD, man, soak it up, brother.
Okay, got you. Got you, Winsong. I got you. Well, that was pretty wild.
Mud Grips and Moonshine says, GTD couldn't have lost to a better man. Congratulations. I don't know if you meant you. Oh, wait. Well, obviously you meant. Okay, I got you. Yeah, man.
That was a good time right there.
That's awesome. He says, love to y'all. I'm humbled. I've never won anything. Well, you can't say that tomorrow morning, brother. Think about that when you're stopping for biscuit and a coffee at about 4 a.m. on your route. You got a whiskey still headed to that ass.
Hell yeah.
Might have some stuff packed inside of it too. I don't know. GTD had a stroke. He might have had a heart attack. They were worried about you, brother. They thought you stroked out there for a minute.
He's too busy dancing.
Always humble. The GTD says he couldn't have had better opponents. That breaks the Zach curse. Joe, we broke it last week. I picked a winner last week too from the beginning. Everyone was like, you don't want to be picked by him. You don't want to be picked. 2 weeks in a row. Calling out winners. It's no different than betting the ponies. You just pick a good name.
Is that it?
Garbage Stone Daddy. Yeah, you just pick a good name.
Yeah. Color doesn't matter?
Nah.
Jockey color? Horse color?
Whoa. Not bring color into it. Okay.
Talking about the outfit.
Okay. No, it's I go by odds.
You want your nice little small Cuban on it.
Yeah, you want your a little Filipina is very agile.
Oh. Well, what do you think? Is it time to call it?
I think what a giveaway. Happy to have been here with you guys. I appreciate everybody staying tuned in and watching and hanging out. The allegedly 1,100 people on TikTok, the 60 of us on the other platforms. Appreciate you guys. It means a lot to us hanging out with you every week, and we're glad that we get to do it.
Scott says call the winner.
Call him. Well, I don't think that we got to call this one. He's already in here enjoying it and knows it would be funny to call him, hey, there was actually a discrepancy with your order, and we need to... But no, we appreciate each and every one of you guys that come in here and hang out with us every week. It's a pleasure for us to be able to give stills to, thankfully, somebody hanging out in our chat and all of our customers. So
thanks again to Whiskey Still Pro.
Absolute thank you to the fine folks over at Whiskey Still Pro. Clinton, if you could drop that link one last time. Whiskey Still Pro, great people to be partnered with, great stills. Can't say enough about these little 5 and 10 gallon Alembics, how fun it is to run brandy on them, different spirits where you're really trying to bring through some flavor.
Yeah.
The still designs, the craftsmanship, all of it. So glad that Garbage Stone Daddy was our lucky winner tonight. You weren't the winner of the still tonight. I know what you're thinking. Dang, bummer. you got another shot. You got one more shot.
It resets next week.
It resets next week. Every order from now until this coming Thursday at 9:30 a.m., right after our Rise and Shine, is going to be an entry. So you still got time. It's a brand new ball game, so everything starts over from zero. The only people I would suspect that have any entries right now are those that sent the $9.99 super chats and the 5 gifteds to Clinton's 20 gifted. As always, we appreciate you. If there's something you're needing, whether it's a grain kit, ingredient kit, hydrometers, grains, whatever it is, we hope that you go to stillintheclear.com, make those purchases, and as always, you will be entered into the Still giveaway, the last of the month. Cyrus, anything before we go?
Man, I think you said it all.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure how to shut this thing down.
There's 5 more gifted memberships right there from GTD.
GTD, we salute you, my brother.
In.
I don't know how to end this thing.
Yeah, so... There we go.
Sorry?
First... All right, you guys, we will see you guys in the morning.
Later, dudes. Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, let them